Why they hurt you and act like they don't care. Have you ever been hurt by someone you love and trusted, only to be met with silence, blame, an uncaring attitude, or a lack of concern? You expected an apology, a conversation, or at the very least, some acknowledgement of the pain they caused. But instead, they disappeared. They ghosted you. They acted like you were the problem, like your pain didn't matter. This experience is more common than we like to admit. And yet, when it happens to us, it feels deeply personal, confusing, lonely, and crushing. So why do people act like they don't care after they've hurt you? Let's talk about it from the lens of the heart, the mind, and the reality that some people are not as emotionally mature as we expect them to be. First, let's get one thing straight. You are not too sensitive. You are not too emotional. And no, you are not crazy for feeling hurt. Pain is real, especially when it comes from someone you once trusted with your heart, your secrets, your time, or your loyalty. It's human to expect care and responsibility in return. And when someone shatters that trust and walks away like nothing happened, the wound goes deeper than just the act. It hits your sense of self-worth. What hurts the most isn't always what they did. It's how they respond afterward. You look for a sign that they care, but all you get is silence. You hope for a genuine apology, but they act like nothing happened. You reach out for clarity, and they either ignore you or blame you instead. That is emotional abandonment. Some people stay silent not because they don't know they hurt you, but because they do. And silence, in that moment, becomes a choice, a weapon, a way to avoid accountability. Think about it. It takes strength and humility to admit when we are wrong, to say I'm sorry. But some people see apologies as a loss of power. For them, it's easier to avoid you than to face what they have done. It's easier to act like nothing happened than to acknowledge your pain. So instead of making it right, they disappear from your life without a word. Pretend to be busy. Laugh and post on social media like nothing ever went wrong. Wait for you to fix what they broke. This is emotional immaturity at its finest. And unfortunately, many people live their entire lives like this. Another reason they act like they don't care is because it's easier to shift the blame onto you. If they can convince themselves or others that you were the problem, then they don't have to feel guilty. They don't have to examine their own behavior. They don't have to grow. So they will say things like, "You're too emotional. You're always overthinking. I didn't mean it like that. You made me do it." In reality, these are all tactics to avoid responsibility. They broke your heart and then turned it around to make you feel bad for reacting. That is not love. That is manipulation. And it's painful. But you need to know this. It's not your fault. Why do they hurt you and act like they don't care? Here are 11 real reasons why they behave this way. 1. They lack emotional maturity. They don't know how to handle emotions or say, "I'm sorry." So they run, act like nothing happened, or respond like children by becoming silent, distant, and defensive. 2. They want to avoid guilt. Admitting they hurt you would make them feel bad, so they stay silent to avoid facing it. 3. They don't value you enough. They acted like they didn't care because they never truly valued you the way you valued them. 4. They run from consequences. Instead of fixing what they broke, they lie, blame, or disappear. It's their escape pattern. 5. They are emotionally disconnected. They have shut off their feelings. They hurt you and feel nothing because they are emotionally disconnected from you. 6. To shift the blame. They twist things to make it your fault. Calling you too emotional helps them avoid guilt. 7. They want control, not love. It was never about love, just power. When they lost control, they used silence and hurt to punish you. 8. They never cared deeply. They act cold after hurting you because they were never emotionally connected to you. So they don't truly care about your feelings or about you. 9. They lack empathy. They simply can't put themselves in your shoes. They don't feel what you feel. 10. They want you to feel small. By acting like nothing happened, they make you question your worth. It's a power move. 11. They were using you. Once they got what they wanted, attention, love, and validation, they moved on. Your pain wasn't their concern. It's easy to internalize someone else's lack of care or concern. When they ignore your pain, you might start to think you are not worth caring about. Maybe if you had done something differently, they would not have hurt you. Stop right there. How someone treats you after they hurt you says more about them than about you. A person with a genuine heart will feel remorse. They will try to make amends. They will want to repair the damage. But someone who walks away, ignores you, or blames you, that is not love. That is a red flag. They didn't fail to care because you were not valuable. They failed to care because they lack the emotional capacity or empathy to treat people right. That's not on you. That's on them. One of the most powerful things you can do after being hurt is this. Don't chase after someone who broke you, then blamed you for bleeding. Hear that again. You deserve peace. You deserve love that nurtures, not love that confuses or wounds. If someone can hurt you and walk away without a trace of regret, let that be the closure you need. Don't run after explanations. Don't beg for apologies. Don't try to prove your worth to someone who has already shown you they can't value it. Instead, choose peace over chaos. Choose healing over reopening old wounds. Choose self-love over desperate love. You are not here to fix people who refuse to take responsibility for their actions. Your job is to protect your heart, your mind, and your spirit. You may never get the apology you deserve. You may never understand why they acted the way they did. And that's hard, very hard. But healing begins when you stop searching for answers from people who don't care to give them. Instead, focus on what you can control. Your boundaries, your growth, your healing, your peace. Feel the pain. Cry if you need to. Talk to someone who understands. Write it out. Pray. Reflect. But whatever you do, don't silence yourself the way they silenced you. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to let go. Sometimes, the most painful part of the journey is seeing someone for who they truly are, not who we hoped they would be. It hurts, but it also sets you free. Their actions after hurting you reveal their true character. And while that revelation may come with tears, it also brings clarity. And clarity is the first step toward peace. So don't chase what broke you. Choose peace. Choose healing. Choose you. Because in the end, the one who truly matters is the one who never gives up on themselves, you. If this video spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. You are not alone in this journey, and healing is possible, one peaceful step at a time. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more.